Hello everyone, we just received some extremely exciting news straight out of the blue about Star Wars The Old Republic. Before they moved to teams from BioWare to Broadsword, the Star Wars The Old Republic development team had been testing out moving the game servers onto the cloud. What this means is that instead of having their own technology to host the servers and the game, they would instead be using Amazon's servers and technology, which are generally considered more up-to-date and more stable. The test that they had performed earlier in the year was called the SWTOR server. It was a server hosted on the cloud, and it was located in the APAC region, Asia Pacific region. Even with a greater physical distance between players in the US and Europe to this APAC Amazon server, the test went really well and very few players seemed to experience any additional lag. After that test was successfully concluded, BioWare actually wound up moving studios from BioWare to Broadsword, and we kind of assumed that put all plans on hiatus. In the end, this wound up not even being close to true, which was really interesting with such a big change. We got news today that not only are the plans to migrate the servers to the cloud still very much in place and still soon on the horizon, they're coming in 4 days! The developers will be starting with the Leviathan server and moving it over to the cloud on August 15th. It sounds like if that works out well, they'll then work on the next batch of servers, so Darth Malgus, Satele Shan, Starforge, and Tulak Horde. They did mention, and important for you to know, especially if you're doing any specific activity during that time, that at 7 a.m. CT/12 p.m. UTC, that will be the downtime for about 6 hours for Leviathan. The other servers will still stay up, so if you normally play on a server that's down, you can just go hop on another one and play. However, they will be what's called bounced. The servers will bounce. This means that they will go offline momentarily and then come back online. So if you're just futzing around on the fleet or crafting or doing basic questing, you shouldn't have any issues. You just get logged back in real quick. But if you're doing something like an operation or a long flashpoint, you may be stuck in the middle of the fight and have to restart it. So I've explained to you a little bit what cloud servers are. They're basically the game being hosted on Amazon's computer boxes rather than SWTOR's own. But now let's talk about the benefits to players with these new cloud servers. While none of these are guaranteed and will still of course depend on your own connection, your physical location, and your computer, some of the things that the cloud servers may bring are technology that allows the devs to improve the overall player experience, such as connectivity, ping, faster startup, and better in-game performance. They'll be able to do backend updates that are crucial to the continued health and stability of the game, and those processes can be streamlined more efficiently. They said that the resources required to maintain our current servers and systems can be reallocated to focusing on enhancing the game experience. Basically, they won't have to keep duct taping their current servers back together. They'll also be able to leverage and integrate updated tech such as newer hardware and software, so computer boxes and software for those computer boxes. Through cloud modernization, we can update numerous tools and automation workflows which will help us maintain the game for long term. So while some of that stuff is happening in the background, there are developer things that are a big boost to them and you may not directly see. You should see a better connection to the game and ideally less lag. We'll have to cross our fingers though. So while that's exciting enough on its own for me, especially as a player who deals with lots of connection and lag issues, especially in PvP, the one that's most interesting and the players are most interested in is, once finalized, SWTOR may be capable to extend its server capabilities to reach new players. So like I said, during that initial test, the test server, the SWTOR test server, was actually in the APAC region. So players often ask for an APAC server, an Asia Pacific server, especially Australian players. That is something that could potentially open up in the future. And who knows, maybe we could get a fresh start server on the North American side of things. Maybe a Spanish server could open up for Spanish-speaking players to congregate on. Maybe they could have servers that are only available for like a week and that's it. So there's our really exciting news. You'll be able to test out the cloud servers on August 15th after the downtime by logging into the French Leviathan server, and you should be able to check that out even if you're a North American player. You can see what your connection feels like there. As far as I understand, you also don't have to worry about anything. All of your account, your characters, your items, all that stuff is all remaining exactly the same on the cloud servers. It's literally just the computer box that is being stored on is changing. I'd love to hear what you think about this change. and how you think it's going to go in the comments below. As always, if you want to see more videos like this on your YouTube homepage, aka news about your favorite game, Star Wars The Old Republic, feel free to subscribe to this channel. And if you want to support this project long term, visit Swtorista.com/support. As always, for real, may the Force be with you.